I'm doing that here. This is the card we're going to be making today. It's a really, really cute. It's a birthday card using Party Pandas. I think we're good to go. Okay, thanks guys for joining me today. This is Kara with iStampin. So thanks for joining me for iStampin Live. I think we're on episode 20. This is my 20th one. So you can always go back through Facebook or on YouTube because I do upload these to YouTube and watch previous ones. But this is the card that we're going to be making. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad you like them. I love the pandas. But before we get started, I want to announce the winner of the last iStampin Live, the giveaway winner, and that is going, so you're going to get this cute little stamp set. I know you can't really, or stamp, I should say, it's not a set. It says, have it, eat it, do it all, and it's a cute little image of a birthday cake, or a slice of a birthday cake, and I made a cute little tag. This is from Bird Banter. And I colored that in using my Stampin' Blends. So this week's winner is, peel it, is Diana M. So congratulations, Diana. So if you can just reach out to me, you can reach out to me on Facebook or go over to iStampin.com and just hit that contact button and send me your mailing address. I will get this out to you this week. So congratulations. I hope you like that. This is a cute little rubber stamp. I think you can really make some fun projects with that. All right, but why don't we get started? Now I am changing this up a little bit. This ribbon right here, this is using some of our celebration items, and I've actually run out of it. So I'm going to use some other celebration ribbon, but I think the card is still going to be adorable. But let me show you here. This is using Party Pandas, which is a celebration stamp set. So what that means is for every $50 that you spend between now and the end of March, you are able to choose from our celebration catalog, choose a free item. So here on page 15 is the Party Panda stamp set, so you can see some of the really cute little samples right there, but this is what we're going to be making today. And then I am using some products, a new embossing folder that you can find in our occasions catalog. Hi Tammy, hi Linda, thanks for joining me, ladies. This is our new stripes embossing folder. So we're going to do some die cutting and embossing today. And this embossing folder, it's kind of hidden in the catalog, so I wanted to point this out to you because you can kind of overlook it. But if you look on page 5, it's here, right here in the bottom. It's called the Simple Stripes embossing folder. So it's, like I said, it's, I even overlooked it. I knew we had a new embossing folder, and I had to have somebody point that out to me. So just so you know that it's there, but it makes this really fun stripe background, and you can use it on the emboss side or the deboss side. So let's go ahead and do all of our die cutting first. We'll get that out of the way. So what you are going to need is some cardstock, and I've got this all cut out right here. So we're actually going to be die cutting the Calypso Coral, not die cutting, embossing. I'm sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained today, guys. I apologize. So we're going to actually do the embossing with the Calypso Coral. And the measurement for this piece is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And if you go over to, I'll upload this to YouTube and I'll have all the dimensions. So if you don't catch something, you can always rewatch the video on YouTube, and I'll have all the measurements there. So let's go ahead and do our embossing. So let me grab my Big Shot. So how's everybody's day today? Are y'all having a nice Monday? A nice start to your week? I was out of town this weekend, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So a little crazy. All right, so I've got the Big Shot platform already on there. and I've got one of the clear acrylic plates. And so what I'm doing now is just making sure that my cardstock is lined up, especially since we've got stripes. We want to make sure that they are all straight. And let's just crank that through. Now, I will tell you with this embossing folder, it really does break down the fibers on your paper. So you're gonna kind of see how, especially when we put the ribbon around this, that it kind of curls, but once we lay it down, it flattens out, so you shouldn't have any issues with it. So you can see both sides. So this is the embossed side where it's raised, but I actually liked using the debossed side, so where it goes, it kind of concaves. I liked that side. The next thing we are going to do, oh, and I should, you know what? I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to change it up. I said we were going to do all of our die cutting first, but I need to stamp my panda first before we die cut. So I just have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo black ink to stamp the panda because we are going to be coloring it in, and I'm going to use our Stampin' Right marker, or Stampin' Right, excuse me, how about our blends, our Stampin' blends. So you want to make sure that you're using an archival ink, and because the panda does have quite a bit of a solid image with the paws and arms and middle of the body, you do want to make sure that you get it inked up well. Okay, I think that looks good. And I'm just going to stamp it right there in the center. I'm going to stamp that again. I didn't get very good coverage on the legs. And see, when we have our Stamparatus here next month, if you reserved one, then we'll be able to use that and not have to restamp. Okay, I'm trying again. I don't know, maybe my ink pad needs to be re-inked, but I'm going to try this again. Third time's the charm, and I'm sorry my head's getting in the way. I'm just seeing that. I think it is my ink pad. Okay, let's try again. Okay, well, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. All right. So these are the colors that I am using for coloring the Panda Bear. I am using our Dark Pool Party. That's what I used to color in the little dots of the party hat. I'm going to use light Smoky Slate, and that's where I'm just going to kind of go around the inside of the Panda Bear just to give it a little bit of shadow. And then I'm using our light Calypso Coral and dark Calypso Coral. And I'm just going to, you don't really need to use both colors if you don't want to, but I'm just going to show how you can add a little dimension to the party hat. So the first thing we're going to do, and there's two colors, or there's two nibs, I should say, for the Stampin' Blends. You have the thin nib, which is your pen, and then this thick line, this indicates that this is the brush end. So for small areas like this, I would recommend using the pen end, just because it makes coloring in these small areas really easy, because the ink does spread. So if you put too much ink down, it could get outside of the area that you're wanting to color and bleed into other parts of your stamped image. So I hope that made sense. So just for small areas, I recommend using the pen end. And I need to find my readers really quick. I'm getting old. Ah, there we go. I can see now. So if I did that well, that's a miracle. Especially because my head is so far away. Usually I would be right on top of this and do that, you know, see a lot closer, but I don't think y'all want to see the top of my head. Okay, so now I'm coming in here and just coloring in the middle of the dots. And then what I'm going to do is come in with the darker color. And like I said, this step you can actually eliminate if you wanted to. But I'm just going to kind of go around some of the dots and just darken it up and just give the hat just a little bit of dimension. And then what you want to do is come in with the lighter color and just blend that in. Just like so. Oh, that's okay, Carol. I have the same thing. I think we all do. Yeah, I was really excited to see that we're going to get a stamping positioning tool. But, you know, when we're card makers, you got to, you know, if there's something that a company doesn't offer and another company does, you know, that's okay. All right, now I'm going to come in. I'm just going to outline the inside of the panda with the smoky slate, the light one. And this, just like I said, just gives the body just a little bit of dimension. I'm going to do the same thing with the head. So if you are interested in the Stampin' Blends, they are highlighted in our Occasions catalog. You can see here they are shown right here. They're shown on page 30, 31, and 30. So here you can see all of the color combinations. Now you can buy them individually, you can buy them as a combo pack, or you can buy them as a collection. As a collection, it's $121.50. You know, if you were wanting to spend that much money, you may, you know, guys, when I say this, I don't, you know, I'm not, I hope I'm not trying to push this onto y'all. That's not, I'm trying to save you money, but you may want to consider the starter kit. The starter kit is only $99 and you pick $125 worth of product. So if you wanted the Stampin' Blends, you would actually get them for $99 and it ships for free. All you would be doing is paying tax on that. And then with Celebration, you get to pick out 2 additional stamp sets of your choice. So, you know, when you're looking at product that's $100 or more, I really like to educate my customers to look at the starter kit, because there's no pressure. There's no pressure from me. There's no pressure from Stampin' Up to become a demonstrator who does, you know, parties and things like that. I'm just here to show how you can save money. Okay, so that's my little spiel. That's it, I promise. All right, so I am using our largest circle with our stitch shaped framelits, and I'm gonna go ahead and die cut that out, and then we can also use the largest scallop from our layering circles, and I am going to die cut this out in Pool Party. So here, we'll be able to do both of those. So let me grab the big shot again. And when I'm using our framelits, thinlits, whichever one we have, I do like to use our magnetic platform, because that just ensures that these things are not just gonna go bouncing around. So let's do this first. Got that, and then now let's die cut this panda, and we'll be all done with this, with the die cutting. Okay. There you go, Carol. I totally agree with you. It only took me 10 years. You're doing better than me. I was a customer for 10 years. Not sure why. Okay. So now what we're going to do is layer this on top of the scallop circle. And because this is such a large image and I really want this to be well, what's the word I'm looking for, supported, I like to use our foam adhesive strips. So I've got some right here, and I'm just going to cut these and just going to put these here on the back. Take off the backing strip here. And I don't know, I like using this adhesive. I mean, you could definitely use our Stampin' Dimensionals if you have them. But oh goodness, hold on one second. The kids get excited at this time and they forget that I'm doing a video, so I have to go remind them really quickly. Sorry about that. So anyway, I was just saying, you know, for when I want to have a lot of support, I like to use this adhesive over the dimensionals. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to remove the backing strip. And the ribbon that I'm going to be using is from our Celebration catalog. It's our Shimmer Ribbon Pack. That's where this ribbon came from. So I'm just going to be using the basic gray color. So I'm going to pull in the basic gray in the cardstock to go behind the Calypso Coral. So it's going to look like that, and then we'll finish off the tag in just a second. So this is going to be my card base. I am using Thick Whisper White, and what I did here is I just cut it in half at 4 1/4, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to grab my Simply Scored scoring tool, and we're going to score this at 5 1/4, so it's going to be a top folding card. So just right here, and then we'll just burnish this with our bone folder. Okay, so this piece of cardstock, like I said, this is basic gray, and this is going to measure 5 1/4 by 4. So this piece of cardstock is just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I thought that would be super easy to remember. And then this is our shimmer ribbon. This comes in a pack, so it comes in that color. It comes in Calypso Coral, and in the widest ribbon. Oh, if I can talk. Then the basic gray, that's the medium width, and then the Bermuda Bay, that's the skinniest, and that's the one that I've already ran out of, which is pretty crazy that I've already ran out of that. So I thought that we would use this color. So let's see here. I'll cut off about, let's see, I think just to be safe, since I'm on camera, I'm going to cut off 16 inches. And I think that should be plenty to be able to tie a knot. Right here. Yeah, that's good. So 16 inches should give you plenty of ribbon to tie just a simple knot. And like I said, you can kind of see how the cardstock's curling up, but don't worry. Hi Tracy, how are you today? Thanks for joining me. So as a reminder, since there's a couple of y'all joining me after I've already been started, so I do a giveaway once a week, and the way to enter the giveaway is to share this Facebook Live on your Facebook page, and then comment share in the comment section, and your name will go into a drawing. And of course, I don't think I mentioned this, but if you have any questions about what I'm doing or any of the products, you can ask there, and I will answer them before. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know why I'm having problems. I will answer them before signing off, and if you just want to just chit chat, of course you can comment there as well. You know what it is, it's because I'm live. Oh my gosh. You know, when you make videos, you're just talking to yourself, and you can edit out anything that takes a while. But on Facebook, I can't. So y'all get to see sometimes how long it takes me. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. That looks like a lot nicer. Alrighty. Okay, let me get my good scissors. Sometimes when you use scissors on paper, they dull and you can't cut ribbon as nicely. So I have my own little dedicated ribbon scissors. There we go. All right. And this is just going to go right there. And like I said, when we lay it down, it does flatten out. But I am going to use quite a bit of snail just because the texture, you don't want it to come up. And that's just going to go right there on top of the basic gray. Let's see now how it flattens out, so it's perfect. Okay, crazy. I feel like my head is away from the camera, but somehow that iPhone camera has a pretty wide zoom to it, pretty wide lens. Okay, let me just, it's lifting up a little bit right here, so I'm going to put some right there. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay, and then this is just going to lay flat on the card base. Just like that. And I hope y'all can see the shimmer of this ribbon. Oh, and let me show you where that is in the Celebration catalog. So that is right here on page 9. So you can see here, these are the colors. And I didn't try this. I need to order some more because I really want to try this, but it looks like you can, I don't know if you have to like to make this little ribbon curl like that, if you need to like do, you know, put it in the oven. I don't think you can just run it, do like the scissor trick that you can with like the plastic ribbon, how it does that. But anyway, it's just so pretty. All right, and so this is going to go, and my ribbon's a little bit further to the left here on the sample. I have this where it kind of overlaps, but so I think I can do that. Okay, and then this is going to go just flat on the card as well. And I'm just putting a ton of snail on there so the sucker does not go anywhere. And that's just going to go like so. Thanks, Tracy. Is that embossing folder big enough that you can emboss vertically? Oh, yes, Diana. Yes, it's, where did I put it? Here it is. It's 6 by 6. So you would be able to, you know, to put a nice piece of cardstock in there and have it go either way. So, and I hope that you saw earlier that you were the winner. You won. You won my giveaway, so reach out to me. So yes, this you will definitely be able to use that both ways. Okay, so the last thing we just need to do in here, we'll just use a little bit of scrap paper from when we cut out the panda, is to stamp happy birthday, and I'm using Pool Party ink. And then you're also going to want to get your classic label punch. And I'm just going to ink that up. Just right down there. And it's okay that it's crooked because when we punch it out, we can, oh, you're welcome, Diana. When we punch it out, you can like square it up and get it straight. Now, here on the sample, I have the end of the birthday, so the Y, that is to the right. So it's closest to the right of the edge of the punch. So you want to, that's where you want to punch it out. And then what I did is, or what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to trim off just that part. So just trim off the left side of the little arrow, and then that's just going to go right there. So it kind of looks like the panda is saying happy birthday to you. And then you can just put that right there on with some snail. Now if you want, you can back the little pennant with dimensionals if for some reason, if that just bothers you, that it's just kind of like you know, unsupported. If you do that, you do want to cut, and here I'll show you really quick. So let me just unpeel this really quick. So what you'll want to do is to get a regular dimensional. Here, I'll show you with our mini dimensionals because that's what I found first. So what you'll want to do is put a little mini dimensional right there, peel up the backing, and then you're going to stack another dimensional on top of there. And the reason why you want to do that is because we have this raised up. So you want it to be the same level as this part. So when you do that, yeah, that looks a lot better. So now that's supported and it's not going to be all floppy. So I like that a lot better. So that's what I recommend. Thanks, Carol. I'm glad you liked it. So that's it. I'm going to move this a little bit. I got a little too close to the ear. There we go. Cute, cute. I love these pandas. They're just adorable. So here you go. You can see both versions. This version, I also backed it with Blushing Bride cardstock. So because I needed to, since I was using the basic gray ribbon, I wanted to pull in that color, so that's why I backed it with the basic gray cardstock. But here you can see both versions. I do love this color. I think that's so pretty. If I had it, that's what I would have shown you, but I do like this color too, but this definitely is my favorite. Thanks, Kathy. All right, guys. Well, let me go look through here and see if y'all have any questions. I know today was kind of quick. I will be back on Friday for an Facebook Live, and I'm going to come up with the time where I can, you know, have a scheduled time so that y'all can mark it in your calendar and join me. I know recently I've just been kind of coming on whenever, so I need to, I really need to get good about that and like say X time every Friday. But anyway. All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions, you know, if you think about anything later, I will upload this up to YouTube. I will have a blog post up later today, so there you can find out even more information, get up, you know, see a better picture of it close up and things like that. But I hope you enjoyed the project. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for joining me. And be sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can always head on over to my blog and sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Thanks, Tammy. Bye.